and we interviewed folks over at the Bundesbank in Germany. And at that time, it was revealed to us anyway that their 3,000 tons of gold, much of it was held outside of Germany and held, in fact, in the United States. And what I'm hearing now, Alex, is that Germany, like France did back in the 60s, they're going to demand their gold bullion delivered to them, the physical gold. You know, back in the 60s, de Gaulle sent ships, warships, to New York and forced America to put their gold, France's gold, onto a ship.
Stay there.
And they shipped it back to Europe.
Stay there. And he wouldn't let NATO in his country either, but now they just let NATO back in. Stay there, Max Keiser. Amazing. Inside info directly from Paris. Straight ahead with Max Keiser at MaxKeiser.com.
Are you tired of losing your hard-earned savings in retirement? Does the continued loss of purchasing power through the hidden tax of inflation brought on by trillions of dollars in government bailouts bother you? Then please let me, Dwayne Daly with Midas Resources, help you to protect what you have left. Call me at 800-686-2237 extension 115, and I will explain to you how to retain your wealth and purchasing power now and in the future with gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a form of currency for 6,000 years compared to our present fiat currency, which has only been in existence for 38 years and failing fast. Call me, Dwayne Daly, at 800-686-2237 extension 115 to start your protection of wealth today. I will custom fit the protection package to your personal needs. No amount is too small, so start today. Call Dwayne Daly with Midas Resources at 800-686-2237 extension 115 for your gold and silver protection portfolio.
Max Keiser is going to be with us 20 minutes into the next hour. Then Alan Watt for the last hour and a half. And he's going to have a lot to talk about. By the way, Alan Watt is one of the central figures, along with Max Keiser, one of our experts in Fall of the Republic. This has twice the budget of any film I've ever made. $200,000. That's a lot for me. I know it's not for some people, but boy, I'm risking a lot doing this. And I did 17 interviews. I put people on aircraft 17 times. That's a lot for. The point is, this is a whole new quantum leap. And people are seeing the trailers and getting that idea. Now, we premiered a general trailer yesterday. We have a TV mind control trailer premiering next hour. Max Keiser will be with us. He'll talk about that. Also, some things he's doing on the film end at his PirateMyFilm.com site. But I wanted to just, at least once today, tell listeners, you can pre-order Fall of the Republic. And we're getting these in a few days before the 21st when it officially comes out. And we're shipping the orders in the order they're received. We've hired extra shipping people. We're going to try to ship all the back orders out by the 21st or a few days after that. We're really hustling to get these DVDs via UPS worldwide. It has a 0 country code, plays everywhere in the world. I keep getting emails asking that. We should put a note on the shopping cart explaining that. I forgot to tell folks to do that. Yes, all our DVDs are country code 0, play everywhere. And you're also supporting us when you buy Fall of the Republic. But it's 2 hours, 24 minutes long. It's a big Alex Jones film. And it has another 25 minutes of extras. It's a DVD 9, so close to 3 hours on this baby. Fall of the Republic, Infowars.com. If you want to support alternative film, this shows who the bankers are, how they're operating, what they're doing, how to stop them. And Max, just briefly, because I want to get into what it will look like as the dollar dies in the different scenarios. You're saying it's baked into the cake. It's going to happen. And then more of that inside info about the gold missing. And you said COMEX would default. We've seen some big gold suppliers have been defaulting. Your crystal ball is really firing on all 8 cylinders here. But briefly, you've seen the trailer for the new trailer that's got you in the end of it going, the matches. You know, these are arsonists, and they're asking Congress for more matches. And they say, who do we send the check to? Who do we send the check to? Here, you need more matches? How many more matches? Is a ton of matches good? Do you like that trailer, Max Keiser?
It's a brilliant trailer, and I think the part that I'm in is especially brilliant, I must say.
Well, it is the closer. It is especially brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's your last film, The Obama Deception. You know, that came during a time when I was still, basically had one foot in the Obama camp. And now I have both feet out of the Obama camp. So, that was really a bold film to make at the time because a lot of people were still in love with Obama, and he had really hypnotized everybody into thinking that he was really different than the preceding nightmare in the White House. And, I was half fooled, I must say. But now this film, For All the Republic, I think is going to take it further. I think, what's interesting, Alex, is that I think your film is going to be a lot more hard-hitting than that Michael Moore film, Capitalism: A Love Story. I think he's kind of a cream puff attacking the problems. I think your film is going to be a lot more hard-hitting, because don't you have John Perkins in the film, the economic hitman?
Oh, yeah, we got everybody. John Perkins is in it?
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's going to be a lot more hard-hitting. But anyway, getting back to the dollar, the U.S. dollar, these countries, the oil exporters, they want to get out. They want to get another currency to compete, basically, with the U.S. And their objective, quite simply, is they're being competitive. They want to put the U.S. economy out of business, which means that they want to put the U.S. dollar out of business, and they can do so because this new era is an era that's going to be dominated by countries that actually have resources, and we're talking about oil, we're talking about natural resources, and those countries that have been living on creating mortgage-backed, collateralized debt obligations.
All right, stay there, because the last break interrupted you on the missing gold and de Gaulle. Then you went back into the dollar. Let's come back in 1 minute.
America's #1 source for independent talk radio for over a decade. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones, and I want each of you to ask yourself this question. Do you really know what's in your tap water? In a recent study conducted by a major environmental auditor, they found that over 260 chemicals and pollutants are present in municipal drinking water. Many of these chemicals are directly linked to cancer, reproductive, immune, and developmental system diseases. Now, what are you going to do about it? The Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator is a low-cost way to take back control of you and your family's drinking water. The Ecola Blue 28 produces up to 7 gallons of water from the humidity in the atmosphere and uses state-of-the-art carbon filtration, reverse osmosis, and ultraviolet light sterilization techniques. That's right, clean water right from the air you breathe. Order today by calling 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today. That's ecolablue.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Okay, this is a short 5-minute segment. We got a 13-minute segment with Max coming up, and then he's gone. So I want to try to shut up here because the breaks keep breaking things up. We have a lot of breaks at the end of the hour and the start of the hour. That's the standard radio clock. Don't tell me it doesn't make any sense. But the point is, Max, you were trying to get into de Gaulle demanding the gold. A year or two ago, you broke that there was missing gold. Now that's mainstream media. You talked about defaults you going on with gold producers. That's now happening. Kind of a train wreck as demand spikes. Then let's get into that inside info that you keep trying to get into about the dollar. And more of what's really going on with the Arabs, and you're saying a faster timetable than the one we've been hearing about of 5 years. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, okay. Getting back to de Gaulle in the 60s, over there in France, France demanded that the U.S. return the gold that was held on deposit in New York, and they forced the U.S. to do so. And then Britain, because France was very nervous about the way that the U.S. was going in heavily into debt to pay for the Vietnam War. So then Britain was next in line to start demanding their gold, and then at that point, 1971, Nixon said, no, we're going to close the gold window, and this was the beginning, really, of the era of fiat currencies, and the beginning, really, of the era of derivatives, because shortly thereafter in Chicago, they started trading options based on the Black-Scholes option derivative volatility formula, and you have now the modern era of derivatives, which is an era of making money from transactions and not making money from actually doing anything like would resemble business. And this has led to incredible booms and incredible busts. So you had, ever since then, You've got, just flash forward to modern times, you had the dot-com boom, the real estate, and then crash, the real estate boom and crash, and now the banking boom and crash. And now these countries that are emerging, like Russia, China, Iran, are saying, we know what's going on here. The U.S. is simply printing up lots of phony baloney money to pay for their debts, and this is not what we're going to be on board for, because we're using all this money also to finance your wars. So the one way we're going to stop you from financing wars, it's basically the way that Iran, China, and Russia are going to stop America from invading Iran is they're going to crash the dollar. I mean, it's global financial warfare. They don't have to fire a shot. They don't have to fire a missile. They're going to crash the dollar, and that's going to put American military and America out of business. That's the game plan. And Germany knows this, and Germany is very nervous because they've got something like 3,000, up to 3,000 tons of their gold held in New York.
But didn't they just ask for that? Didn't they just start asking for the gold a few months ago?